All right, now we are ready to get into these bouts. All right, friends. So I'm going to remind you of the order. It's going to go Providence, Northampton, Lizard Lounge, Slam for your die. So Northampton, you are on deck. Providence, who are you bringing up? Nick! Nick, please go up to the stage.
They say chivalry is dead, but they don't know. I was there. He came galloping up to hold open a door or something, and sick of his shit, we grabbed him by his ankles and we dragged him from his shiny steed, who turned out to be a horse named Mark. He'd spray painted silver, and Mark was pretty chill. So we washed off the paint, and we sent him on his way, and we turned back to chivalry, sitting there in his fucking armor. And we kicked him, just, what is your deal with doors? And why you care who pays for dinner? And a fat black femme with a septum piercing stripped his cloak off a nearby mud puddle, where he dragged him over and shoved his face, while a queer androgynous kid with spiked purple hair stood on chivalry's head until the last bubble popped. We picked him up, and we bore his pall to the cemetery of outmoded creatures, where we walked past the grave of trickle-down economics and the tomb of the efficient markets hypothesis. We buried chivalry there, between a megatherium and a trilobite, and we carved him a headstone of coprolite so that we could write, "Here lies shit so old and tired, it has fossilized." On the way out, we bought plots for evolutionary psychology and sociobiology, so you two should know we're coming for you. When we got back, we held a wake. Not out of respect for the dead, but just because we love a party. There, we held open doors for each other because it's nice, and not because some people are too weak and frail to handle doorknobs. And we bought each other food and drink just because we love to see each other fed. And we stripped every cloak of its mud puddle and jumped joyously into them without any regard for our shoes. The legends say that to this day, chivalry still stalks these streets. You can hear him around corners and in alleys on moonless nights. Milady. But we have been buying garlic, and we've been carving wooden stakes. And we are waiting.
Thank you, Nick. All right, judges. Let's do this thing. You're my favorite. You right there. Yeah, you're so quick.
Learning to play favorites.
You know what? I'm also learning to be a teacher, Mom, so
It's all good.
thank you for that. Please keep it up, though, favorite. Thank you. All right. Almost. We're almost there. We have 4. Almost 5. And now 5. Thank you. Awesome. All right. So, from low to high, we have a 7.5. We have another 7.5. We have another 7.5. We have a 7.9 and an 8.1. So that's going to be a 22.9 for Providence. Lizard Lounge, you are on deck. Northampton, who are you throwing up? Robbie Denning, please go up to the stage.
after Sam Rush. The best way to deal with a bank account overdraft is to scream uncontrollably until you die. Preferably while staring at your computer screen, where your available account balance is surrounded by parentheses like maybe it's just a nice hug or a hostage situation, and not some computer programmer's stupid idea to try and make a negative account balance look any less terrifying because I still don't have any money. Fill and punctuation isn't going to change that. Or the best way to deal with a bank account overdraft is to gather all of your emergency cash, deposit it as soon as physically possible, and then plead with the bank on the phone the next day to please forgive your overdraft fee because they're charging you for having no money, and in order to have enough money in the bank to not be charged, you need the money that they charged you. The best way to deal is to never run out of money. Buckle your brain into a chair at the library and apply and apply and apply for jobs until your resume looks like a preeminent obituary. And every cover letter is just another way of saying send help. Lower your standards to the ground and hope they don't ask you to lift anything too heavy like your head off the pillow when you wake up again to ears ringing like tired church bells, which is to say, stop being so lazy. You're too young to be disabled. Stop moping around. You're too talented to be depressed. Stop listening when your body tells you to stop. Always make money with your broken body. Always surround that money with more money so it never gets lonely. Don't make those banks feel empty. It's not their fault. They are thirsty. Faucets in reverse, which is why the best way to deal with a bank account overdraft is to become the bank and then burn it to the ground.
Thank you, Robbie. Still my favorite judge. Still. All right, we got three. We got three. We got three. We got four. We got five. All right, let's see. From low to high, we have an 8.5. We have a 9. We have another 9. We have a 9.1 and another 9.1. Applaud that poet. That's going to be a 27-1 for Northampton. All right. So, on deck, we have Slam for Your Die, Lizard Lounge. Who are you throwing up?
1, 2, 5.
1, 2, 5. Please come up.
Went to chest. Hey there, black boy swinging from the tree. Instead of whips and chains, now they just shoot me. See you next time with bulletproof skin. They figured out a new way to kill us again. Ferguson, Missouri is an epidemic, not a situation. If it's not an epidemic to you, that means it's not affecting you yet. I bet if a group killed countless people group like you, it would be an epidemic to you. But hold up, stop and frisk this. Around the age, when I was old enough to go outside and play by myself, my mother said, boy, when you get stopped by the police, if you get stopped by the police, because they do that sometimes, don't do anything that might get you killed or locked up. In fact, stay in this neighborhood, on this block, in front of this building, so that you're close to home, baby. And that's exactly where these boys are murdered, in their neighborhoods, on their blocks, in front of their buildings, and close to home. This is poverty of a soul, living in the wealth of pain. How do you explain ripping the life out of an unarmed body. And I don't know what to say, so I begin to act like my name is Michael, Erica, Oscar, and I lived in Ferguson, Brooklyn, and Oakland, living like them black boys do, dying like them black boys do. And they say, 2-5, please don't overreact, because black boys are under attack, and that's mostly said by those whom are not black. And I feel like I'm under attack. See, it's hard being human when you started out as property. It's hard being human when you're the anomaly. It's hard being human when you call minority. You understand? It's hard being human when you're in there once, you consider just 3 fifths of one. See us as heartbeats and not target sheets. And this ain't just about black boys or 200 kidnapped girls or condemning all the police in the world. This is about deconstructing systems of oppression, breaking away from the chains, unshackling our brains, and seeing all humans actually turn down for what? This gives us every reason to simply turn up. Let's sacrifice like, next our eyelashes. Let them flutter to the floor. Catch as much as I can in my eyes so that the dirt never gets in yours. Come on now. Is sacrifice that hard? Or is it uncomfortable? Is privilege a right? Or is it comfortable? Ferguson, Missouri's deconstruction of the myth. They live in a post-racial consensus. So we either work together or remain separate forever. Not a moment, but a movement. How much death does it take before we see life? Shit, they've been murdering black men since Jesus Christ. And the Lord said, Black lives matter. Everybody matters. Not just white bodies matter. But when young white bodies get snatched, everything you do to catch those body snatchers, but not kidnappers of black and brown bodies. It's true. Check 1776, 1812, and 1492. When white bodies leap from rules, remember, black and brown bodies fight suicide too. Recognize that darker bodies get raped too, just like white bodies do. But it seems to not matter till it happens to a white body. But any body that's hurt should have some body alert, a body that can assist in the matter. We all matter. When black and brown bodies get hurt, the shit should hurt white bodies too. Until those bodies are rescued, all I'm asking is if somebody can remind everybody that nobody, that black, brown, and white bodies are all beautiful human bodies.
Thank you, 125. All right, we got 2 judges. We got 2 judges, 3 judges, 4 judges, 5. All right, cool. All right, so from low to high, we have an 8.3. We have a 9.5. We have a 9.8, another 9.8, and a 10. That poet? That's going to be a 29. Sorry, what was that, Tara? 29? 29-1 for Lizard Lounge. Northampton